Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this three-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Elijah Padilla is in that spotlight. And Eric, he's coming into this one with hits in each of his last 10 games. What do you think is contributing? Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago Cubs. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Steve? Elijah Padilla gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Hot shot down the line. But this will get foul for strike two. 2 out, nobody on. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, been a fairly decent start to the year. 3-2 in their first 5.
And after the game here, they're staring at an 8-game road trip. So you'd like to have happy travels and head out on the road with a win to wrap up the homestand.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Elijah Padilla is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Jason Hayward strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Ground ball right side.
He's out.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. 7th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 3-0. Elijah Padilla will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Out in front of it, strike one. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Elijah Padilla will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He's set. Here it comes. Hot shot to third. Backhanded. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as now a ball rolled softly to second. Scooped up. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a... Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt. From the home of the Mariners since 1999, there's a look at Safeco Field here in Seattle. It's the home opener of this new season. Elijah Padilla will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Hot shot toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, if you stay out of the middle, you'll have a chance. But neither of these teams are going to miss a fat pitch down Broadway. And he just...
Brian McCann will stride in now. He drove in his guy's lone run of the ball game yesterday afternoon. Kluber pauses. 1-2 on its way. Hit out toward second. Backhanded. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So stepping in, Yasiel Puig, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Bit of a surprise here. Carlos Santana steps into the ball.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Stepping in, Elijah Padilla. He singled his last time up.
Elijah Padilla.
Pitch swung on and aired. Almonte, the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Yeah, that's his second hit so far. He's got 2 of their 4 hits, so at least he's seeing them.
Brian McCann will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play.
Oh, that's just
not get...
And he's into
safe.
second safely with a stolen base.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Swing and a ball line hard toward short. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Yeah, nobody out in this situation, so no reason to try to push the envelope too far. So they're going to put the stop sign up there at third base. But this is a dream start to this inning now with runners on the corners and nobody out.
Nelson Cruz ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 6. Elijah Padilla gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. As Dribble Cabrera strides in, grounded out his last time through. Hit hard toward the right side, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 11-6. So long from Seattle.
7 men on base. For the Marlins, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error.
Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Here it's the second of this 4-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Mariners. At the plate, Michael Brantley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Elijah Padilla will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Mariners have come back to make this a 1-1 game.
He just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there.
Carlos Santana will get his first opportunity now, and you can see that average pushing up near 350 to start things out. Weekly hit towards first. Padilla scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. With a moment now, Elijah Padilla digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. I think that man right there just got a new lease on life after that last half inning.
Yeah, can you believe it? He's working with the lead. He might not have been expecting that.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's no...
Yasiel Puig steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. Here's Walker for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. It's back to Seattle right after this. Elijah Padilla strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
The perils of being a third baseman. I remember it well. He's way out in front of this pitch and just hammers it towards the hole. You can see
Brian McCann digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
He's running towards second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave a couple. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Yunel Escobar steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Elijah Padilla will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ballgame. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
That evens it up 1-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors on the Seattle line score so far. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
This is line to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. As Dribble Cabrera digs in, he reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. Padilla is up. And he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't go quite according to plan, and with it, the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. Elijah Padilla makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people.
A fine afternoon to enjoy our national pastime at Seattle's Safeco Field. Today it's the finale of this. Elijah Padilla gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Lindor ranges to his right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one. Anthony Goes will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Paxton peers in. Here he comes 0-1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Padilla is right there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. Elijah Padilla stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Elijah Padilla
gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. To short. Throw gets him. 2 down. Francisco Lindor stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Padilla is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Elijah Padilla will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
0-1.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Full count. 3-2.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Went up and out of the zone that time, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll see another pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Kipnis ranging into shallow right, and that's the first out of the inning. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair. Abraham Almonte will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's in.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Elijah Padilla will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Throw gets him. 2 down. Carlos Santana stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
All on. And this be 2. Rutledge.
Out.
And, guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Chase Headley. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game. Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. It's the opener of this. Elijah Padilla will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game.
Yeah, guys, I don't think I'd worry too much about yesterday if I was him, because look at that batting average he's sporting.
Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2. And, Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
On the ground to third. Barrios scoops it up, throw in time, and the side is retired. Elijah Padilla stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle.
So stepping in, Colby Rasmus, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners force. Elijah Padilla will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's now a 6-3 contest. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Colby Rasmus will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Robinson Cano digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
And you can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Boy, not close again. Reggie Wolf stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
On to Cozart here for the force, and that'll be that. Elijah Padilla ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Throw on to first, and Holland looks to be in control here. 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Brock Holt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game. Elijah Padilla will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Robertson's ready. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight through.
And in this critical spot, we're going to see a pinch runner here as he'll take over at first, representing. Digging in and looking for more, Ketel Marte. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Runners on the move for second, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. On to first, a double play. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations. And a very good performance offensively for this bunch, but out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. Winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
Broadcasting from Seattle, Washington, where the roof has been shut atop Safeco Field. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox. Elijah Padilla gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Out in front of it, strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Cobb into the windup. Here it is on 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Eric, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go. Elijah Padilla is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Yeah, he's lucky this ball doesn't get further away. It's a fastball in the dirt, but...
Elijah Padilla will get things going here in the Mariners' 6th as he'll step in to lead off the inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging strike 1. Guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting